Hello everyone, welcome to bookbee's channel, and today we are going to have a discussion and book review of the book The Silent Patient. The Silent Patient is a sensational and startling story that revolves mainly around the lives of Alicia Berenson and Theo Faber. Theo Faber is a psychotherapist and Alicia Berenson is basically the silent patient. Let's start with the cover of the book. The first remark which says, only she knows what happened. That is, only Alicia knows what happened. What actually happened? Alicia shot her husband 5 times in the face and has been silent since then. And Theo is in conquest to make her speak. The next remark, only I can make her speak. That is, only Theo can make her speak. Now, why is that so? Why only Theo can make Alicia speak? Well, Theo believes there are many similarities between him and Alicia. He sympathizes with her. He wants to know what exactly happened that night, how, and most importantly, why it happened. That's why, when at last, 6 years after that incident, a position for psychotherapist became available at the Grove where Alicia was admitted, Theo didn't think twice. He couldn't. He couldn't miss a chance to help Alicia, to know the intricacies of that night, to the reasons and circumstances that led Alicia to do what she did. A well-wisher of Alicia indeed. The Silent Patient is more than just a book, a story. It is a study of disposition of people. It conveys many themes as well, like no one is born evil. It is the upbringing, environment, and people that mold the baby into the person he eventually becomes. This book makes us think and understand the psyche of human nature, how a sequence and multitude of events affect the mind and work together to bring about the actions that cause that person torn to pieces and others devastated and heartbroken. Coming back to story, since that incident, Alicia is not only silent, she also neither confesses nor denies her crime. Neither she justifies nor shows remorse over her actions. But yeah, she made one statement. A painting, as she is a painter herself, she made a self-portrait and wrote Alcestis in the lower corner of the portrait. For those of you who don't know who Alcestis is, although it is deeply and well explained in the book, let me clarify a little bit. Alcestis is a heroine of a Greek myth who sacrificed her life for that of her husband. Basically, his husband had to die, but there was a loophole. If anyone was willing to die in his place, his life would be spared. Everyone stepped back, but Alcestis came forward. And what his husband did? He agreed. He preferred his own life over hers. Although Alcestis came back after death, his husband was rejoiced, but Alcestis became silent. She never spoke a word. Alicia is silent too, like Alcestis. But how is the fate of Alcestis related to Alicia? This is what the whole story revolves around. Why Alicia murdered her husband, the love of her life, as she has multiple times acknowledged in the book herself. Yeah, Alicia and Gabriel lived a very loving, amiable life. But still, another question, why is she silent? What have her thoughts been after all this time? Doesn't she want to face the truth? Is that so? Why is she silent? How is Theo very appropriate to treat Alicia, to relate to her? And why is he so eager to help her, even after all this time? Is that because he's the only one who can help her, or is he just scratching the old wounds? For answers to these and many other questions, do give this must-read thriller a read. This book moves slowly in the beginning but catches accelerator as it progresses and applies a sudden break when it opens up the biggest surprise, the biggest twist. It's just intriguing to see how a story runs like wild and then you realize everything was right in front of you. There are 2 stories going on in the book and each conveying themes like love, blind love, betrayal, fear of loss, sometimes of happiness and sometimes of life, anger, rage, revenge, death, guilt, and silence. Although ending was quite predictable, I must say it was mind-blowing, but It was a little bit unacceptable to me. I mean, I was disappointed with you guys would know who. How could you do this? I had sympathy for you for all that happened to you. I hope I'm not messing up the twist. Moreover, when I first read this book, I didn't like it much, but yeah, when I reread it this time for making this book review, I could feel the pain of the characters to a greater extent. I understood this book fully, and more or less, I was reading to understand the nature of human character and human mind. But overall, it was a good book, especially for beginners. Easy vocabulary, a simple plot with a big twist in the end, easy to read and understand, and quite readable for almost all the book lovers. At last, do let me know how you found this review, and if there is any other book you want to read and want a review at first, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you, goodbye, see you soon.